Exciting news, minor league baseball is back in Spartanburg. We now know the minor league affiliate for the Texas Rangers will be moving to downtown Spartanburg, and they'll be moving into a brand new stadium. 7 News reporter Elise Devlin has those details.
Right here behind the AC Hotel in downtown Spartanburg will soon be a new minor league baseball stadium. The Down East Wood Ducks say they're making the move from North Carolina to Spartanburg, a major addition for the city. After almost 30 years, the city of Spartanburg will be home to a minor league baseball team once again.
The impact it will have on this community, we can't even say right now. I mean, the sky is truly the limit as to what this will do. We will have Class A office space for white-collar jobs. We will have other smaller jobs affiliated with this. We will have buildings and businesses that will open.
The Texas Rangers affiliate team, currently playing as the Down East Wood Ducks in Kinston, North Carolina, could start playing in Spartanburg as soon as the 2025 minor league season. The city says this was made possible after working with Major League Baseball for more than a year.
But there have been Major League Baseball apparently owns all of the affiliates and everything dealing with baseball itself. So we have had a conversation with that. We all know that this affiliate will be with the Texas Rangers.
The stadium will be filled with 3,500 seats, a 5,000 square foot club room, and serve as a year-round event venue. In addition, the space would be used for multi-family housing units, office space, and entertainment options. Some residents are wondering why a new stadium will be built rather than renovating Duncan Park. Mayor Rice says while he grew up enjoying games in Duncan, downtown Spartanburg is the perfect destination for this.
You want to plan a weekend here. You want to plan a vacation here, and bringing the baseball team along with everything else that's going on around here with the momentum that we have, that was just an awesome decision.
While this is an economic boost for downtown, residents say they're excited for what the new venue and hometown baseball team will bring to their families too.
I think it's going to be really cool to have something new for families in Spartanburg to do. It's just going to be a fun experience, I think, for everybody. And I know I have 3 daughters. I'm sure my youngest daughter will love it.
In Spartanburg, Elise Devlin, 7 News.
Of course, this is not the first time a minor league game has been played in Spartanburg. We've had a team before. 7 News Sports Director Pete Yannity knows all about that. We all remember the Spartanburg Phillies. And Pete, when they left in the 90s, everybody was screaming for years, bring a ball team back here.
Yeah, and there were a variety of circumstances. And as Elise pointed out in her story, Duncan Park, for as beloved as it was a big factor in that. New ownership took over in the early 90s, eventually got a better deal with the new ballpark in Kannapolis, North Carolina. And so the Spartanburg Phillies became something of the past. But it was back in September of 1994 on a rainy night that they played their final game. I remember it well. And the last group of some future major leaguers who would come through Spartanburg in the Phillies system now played for a final time at Duncan Park. On that last team were guys who had very good major league careers. This guy right here, Scott Rowland, who recently retired, and Mike Lieberthal. Those were the last 2 Spartanburg Phillies to play in Major League Baseball. And so now here we are in 2023 with today's news that by 2025 a new downtown ballpark will be built, and the team will move from down east over there in the Kinston, North Carolina area, east of I-95, north of Wilmington, and move this way. Come back out live. Just a couple of points with all due respect to the mayor of Spartanburg. Major league teams do not own minor league teams, but Major League Baseball does operate a working agreement with minor league teams, and the Major League Ball clubs, as you know, just like with the Greenville Dries, they have a player relations agreement, and they provide players for the minor league teams. But Jerome Rice did also tell Elise Devlin in the interview she did with him today that it was Spartanburg officials that reached out to Major League Baseball and began getting the ball rolling on getting an arrangement to get a minor league team here. I would suppose at the time they didn't realize it would necessarily be the one in Kinston, North Carolina. But the Texas Rangers were the owners of that team. They decided they wanted to start selling the minor league teams they own. They were a major league team, the few that actually own their minor league teams. The Braves are another major league team that still owns some minor league teams. Anyway, they made the sale to this Diamond Baseball Holdings. Major League Baseball knew Spartanburg was hot to try to do a development project, build a new ballpark, get a team. And so a good job by the local leaders to reach out to MLB and get themselves on the radar. And that was a big part of the backstory to all this.
But all of our knowledge of success of these small teams in a city is Fluor Field, for example, in Greenville, where a lot of businesses popped up around it. But let's put it in perspective. That is a stadium that seats about 7,000 people in Greenville. This one in Spartanburg will seat, what, 3,500, they say?
Yeah, and I think that number of seats can mean many things to many folks. I once had a college athletic director say, you want to have a premium on your seats. And keep in mind, I would suppose the designer of this ballpark will put in an area like what Fluor Field has, the hill that kids can run around and play on. It'll have a lot of fan-friendly amenities. So they may have 3,500 seats, but I'm sure they'll build this with concourses, social areas. It's become a thing with all the new ballparks on both the minor league level all the way up to the major leagues, where you have areas where folks just want to stand around tables and have a drink. But that's all to be done. Something else Mayor Rice said this afternoon was they'll now really begin in earnest coming up with the ballpark design and move forward with the different things that'll have to happen with how they'll allot the funding and go forward with the project. But also of note, Fluor Field is used for more than just Greenville Drive games. So I would think
that's right.
Folks in Spartanburg will look to have a very wide array of things, as was noted, other baseball matters and other events going on there too. So it should really be
there's
great
a lot of community
for
events.
downtown.
Exciting, and we cannot wait to hear all the things, including what we're going to name the team. That's exciting to think about as well. Pete, thank you.